Greetings from Florida. Here we're working on a 2011 to 2019 driver's front of a Ford Explorer. We're changing the window motor, which is probably the most common problem, but it'll also show you how to do the regulator. It's the same process. If your window's doing nothing, that's probably the motor. If it's making a crunching, grinding sound, that could be a regulator. So you've got a piece right there. Oh, you know what? I started to try to take off the switch, and I wasn't sure if it comes off or not, but it does. We'll take it off in a minute. So next up, take off the cover that goes over the side view mirror. This is the first time I did one of these. Pop off that plastic plate right there. There's a 10mm bolt behind that, if I'm not mistaken. The video is double speeded up for you, by the way, so you don't have to watch it for 20 minutes. It's not a very long repair. Just trying to find my 10mm socket. If this video is beneficial for you, do me a favor, like the video. That'll help other people searching for it find it when they go through YouTube's algorithm. I appreciate that. Oh, I believe there were two small bolts on the bottom. I could be wrong on that. So then I realized that yes, the switch does pop off. Unplugs. Need an extension. If you're not sure if it's the window motor, try this. Start the car, have the engine running. Open the door, put your finger on the button like you want to put the window down, and with the other hand, slam the door shut. If it's the motor, it'll probably start again. Panel pops off, not up, but off, straight out. Lift it up. You're going to unplug a couple wiring harnesses, no big deal, and the cable that goes to the handle, also no big deal. It just unhooks. It's not a problem. I didn't show you, but believe me, if you needed to see it, I would. Take off the water shield here. At least get it out of the way. And I'll probably be taking the speaker off too. And I think those might have been 8mm. 8 or 7. Probably 8. And now I'm going to put the window down. There's the two 10mm bolts that hold the glass to the regulator. Little WD-40 on the two up and down channels. Don't soak it. Give it a quick, light spray. You don't have to go all the way up and down. Just needs a dab. And then you've got some nuts that hold the regulator in place. That one fell back, so I grabbed my magnet to get it out. Unplug the window motor itself. And that was kind of a challenge. That was a little bit tougher than I thought it would be, but it does unplug. Just checking to see how that wiring harness went into the plug on the motor. Looks like I finally got it. Let's take the motor and regulator out. You've got three, I believe they were Torx 30 screws holding the motor to the regulator. Not a big deal. Nothing's going to come undone. I don't know if I showed you this, but they just unscrew. I lift it up a little bit just so you can see. Just got three small screws, hold the motor to the regulator. Once you get that off, the motor comes right off. They only go on one way, the new one goes on. None of this is a big deal. Little WD-40 on the regulator itself. They use the same motor, the same type of motor in the Mustang as well, and that's also a common problem where it just stops. Let's put it back inside, plug it back in. Top one might have been a bolt, not a nut. Still 10 millimeter. And there was a little retainer clip that I also plugged back into the door that went to the wiring harness on the motor. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you'll see it when you do it. Putting the 10 millimeter bolts back in to hold the glass to the regulator. Test everything out. Looking good, looking good. And if you need to reset the automatic, pretty easy. What you're gonna do is hold your finger on the button, put the window all the way up, continue to hold it for 10 seconds after it's up. That should reset the auto up and down. In my case, I think the auto up and down was fine. I think it works right out of the box that way, but if you have to reset it, not a big deal. If you have any questions, put them right here on YouTube. I'll be glad to answer them. If you found this video beneficial, do me a favor, go ahead and like the video, and I thank you for watching. Have a great week.